founding members of Applewood Achievers Toastmasters. She was my first mentor, and she is an integral part of the club. She has consistently given quality speeches and always takes feedback well. As Maggie noted, in this speech she will be representing a speech, incorporating feedback from that speech. Please help me welcome Maggie DeStacy, speaking up, an essential skill for working life. An essential skill for working life, Maggie DeStacy.
Fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Have you ever been in a conversation and afterwards you've walked away and said to yourself, why didn't I say that? Or why didn't I just speak up or ask a question? How many of you have been in that situation? Yeah, it happens to me every day. Speaking up, knowing what to say and how to say it, is an essential skill for work and life. It can make the difference between feeling good about yourself, proud about yourself, and feeling weak and resentful or regretful. Today I'm going to share a bit about my own journey of learning how to speak up in working life, including my background, how I got to my needing to learn how to speak up. I'm going to share where I've had to learn to speak up most, and finally I've shared what's helped. By the end of the speech, I hope you have a better understanding of when and how to speak up, along with some tips that are helpful. Starting with my background, I've always had trouble speaking up. I was the youngest in a family where a girl's or a woman's voice was insignificant. We were literally treated, my sisters and my mother, like little playthings, were just the things that we actually said were laughable. And when you're treated that way over years and years by people who seem to be in a position of authority and nobody challenges them, they actually start to believe it over time. I still catch myself thinking, do I sound silly? Is anyone going to take me seriously? Even though life has proved the opposite. This discouraged me from having a voice, and this cost me a lot. It cost me self-esteem. It cost me self-preservation. It actually risked my safety because I wasn't able to speak up, both personally and professionally. It made others doubt my capacity to lead, and worse, it made me doubt my capacity to lead. Finally, I've been walked on all over the place in my professional and my personal life. Like, pretty bad. Where I've had to learn to speak up most is in 4 distinct ways. First of all, it's about asking questions for clarity. I am the one who will be given instructions, I won't understand them or I won't be able to hear them, and I'll walk away and try and guess. What was I supposed to do? Instead of actually asking. And I usually guess wrong. And I then actually have to come back. The second way I've had to learn how to speak up is in saying no. To things that are unmanageable or to something that doesn't feel right. I would rather say yes and risk being totally snowed in under something that doesn't feel right because I don't want to risk having that disconnection. That costs me. I've had to learn how to push back when someone actually unfairly blames me or accuses me of something. There are a lot of people out in the world who want to blame someone for something or anything. And they'll take the first person who won't fight back. And that's been me. I've been blamed for some ridiculous things. Ridiculous. Finally, the way I've had to learn how to speak up most is in saying yes to the opportunities that are out there. There are good opportunities, and sometimes I don't even have the guts to say, yeah, I'd like to do that. I don't want to sound too pushy, I don't want to sound too eager. What's helped me, I've actually sought help in a lot of different areas for this, because this is, as I said, it's had a profound impact on me. I joined Second City years ago and did improv courses, which it helped me get out of my shell a bit, but honestly, it was 3 hours of laughing my head off every Monday night, which just does a world of good for anybody. I joined Toastmasters 10 years ago. I wanted to about 20 years ago. It took that extra 10 to get there. I joined it, it's been 10 years, it's had a huge impact. I will admit, I've been in therapy for my entire adult life. I probably will be for many more years. It's good.
Yeah.
It helps. And I've sought coaching. So I am a coach, but I've also sought out leadership coaching specifically to help me learn how to speak up. To help me say yes to opportunities, to push back on things that don't feel right. All of these have been helpful, particularly in the following ways. One, they've helped me focus on how I'm able to speak up already. It can be very easy to adopt this victim mindset and presume that actually you're completely helpless. We're not. I have actually been speaking up every step of the way, and I didn't realize that. It may be small ways, but I've still been speaking up. Sometimes it's in writing, and I'm really good at that. I can send an amazing email and speak up. And I've learned how to build on that. Next, it's the trusting that the moment presents itself. Often you walk away from those scenarios thinking, that was my only chance. That was the time to speak up. If it's important enough to you, that moment will present itself again. And the next time you'll have the guts to speak up. Finally, celebrating progress. This is the thing, and this really speaks to what Paul introduced us to. Blink and you'll miss it. You don't actually take the time to reflect on, hey, what did I do well today? How did I excel in this way? We miss it, and we miss the opportunity to build our confidence and our strength. These days, I feel more confident about my ability to speak up than I ever have before. And I know 10 years, 20 years from now, I'll be continuing to do it in bigger and bigger ways. Speaking up is an essential quality for work and life. It can make the difference, as I said, between feeling good and proud of yourself or feeling weak and regretful. As you think about developing your own capacity to speak up, I invite you to think about these things. What contributed to how you speak up today? How are you doing it already that you can build on? What ways do you need to speak up most? Get clear on those opportunities that you can be developing. And finally, where can you begin? What's the smallest way